So I am not feeling very well, which is not surprising to you as apparently I am very sickly, but I am well enough to play an Nivea deck. I have not played a Nivea and Ash in a deck before, so it's got a lot of Frostbite. It's got a lot of lifesteal and healing, so you stay alive and you keep them from punching you, and then later on you just play units that never die, or if they do die, they come back, which feels awful for a control player and terrifying for an aggro player, because they might hurt you for 6 in one round and then you'll heal it next round. It's a Ash zombie deck, also featuring Anivia. Anyway, let's take a look at the deck. It's a control deck that has stall elements, and our win condition is resurrecting our units over and over and over and over and over again, thanks to the Harrowing and the Rekindlers. And we've got a lot of ways to stall units. We got a lot of ways to deal with the enemy board. Let's take a look at the cards. Brattle Steel. 1. Burst. Frostbite an enemy with 3 or less health. Now, you could do the one that just frostbites people, but that also costs 3. And when you're controlling the enemy board, sometimes you need to be a bit flexible, and free cost cards not that flexible. I know that's how much spell mana you have, but Brittle Steel solves a problem for you. And what is that problem, you say? The early game. You don't want to die in the early game. That is not where you shine. You want to make the early game mean as little as possible. Brittle Steel does that for you. Omen Hawk, just a good card. 1/1/1. When I'm summoned, grant the top 2 allies in your deck +1/+1. Great value. Can empower your next few draws and serves as an early blocker. Avarosan Sentry. 2/1. Last breath, draw 1. Your control deck. The more cards you have, the better you'll feel, so kill Avarosan Sentry after every meal. Iceveil Archer. 2/3/1. Play Frostbite an enemy. Shutting down an attack is great. It doesn't care how big the enemy unit is. You frostbite it, and it does nothing this round if its deal is attacking you. It might not be, but usually they're gonna wanna attack you. It levels up your Ash. It's 3/1, which means it can block a fearsome unit such as, Annalise. Good card, very efficient. Vile Feast. 2. Fast. Drain 1 from a unit to summon a Spiderling. That's a Spiderling. It's one of the best cards in Shadow Isles. It heals you, it kills unit, and adds to your board. Kindly Tavern Keepers. Free play. Heal an ally or your Nexus. Free. That's an owl. That's adorable. It has a carrot. Now that it's free, it's much better as a card. 2 free might not, you might not be. Now that it's free, it's a much better card. It can block fearsome, can kill units back when it blocks them, and it heals to either reinforce your board or keep you alive, all of which are good things. Ash. 4. 5/3. Attack. Frostbite. The strongest enemy. Level up. You frostbite 5 or more enemies. When I level up, create a crystal arrow on top of the deck. Ooh, they fixed the wording. She's leveled up here. She becomes 6/4. She still frostbites the strongest enemy, and enemies with 0 power can't block. She turns into a flash freeze, which is like Brittle Steel, but it doesn't care how tough the target is. That's a crystal arrow. 2. Slow. Frostbite an enemy and all other enemies with 3 or less health. Draw 1. Combined with the leveled up Ash's ability that prevents enemies with 0 power from blocking, you pretty much have a good finisher. Now the problem with Ash is that she has 3 defense. Even 4 is kind of easy and worth throwing cards at because of how powerful Ash is. But since we're going to be reviving her through either a Rekindler or a Harrowing, it doesn't matter if she stays alive. Just throw her at the enemy. Make them spend cards on them. And when they've expended their resources, bring Ash back and make your opponents feel terrible. 2. Catalyst of Aeons. 5. Burst. Get an empty mana gem and heal your Nexus free. One of your main win conditions is just getting to 10. A Anivia that is awake is an infinite blocker and a great attacker because her ability now deals 2 damage, which can kill a lot of things. And Catalyst of Aeons lets you get to 10 a bit faster. Literally a turn faster. If you can sneak it in, great, but do not feel pressured into playing Catalyst of Aeons. Between Catalyst of Aeons and a card that lets you change the board state like Grasp of the Undying or even a unit, just play the other thing. Keep Catalyst as a secondary thing. That is the primary reason that Catalyst of Aeons is not a 3-off, it's a 2-off. You don't always want to play it. It's a very situational card, it's a very niche card, and sometimes it'll give you the win. It's particularly great against control, as reaching 10 first gives you a tremendous advantage in terms of resources, as well as overall kill ability. Grasp of the Undying. 5. Fast. Drain free from any unit. One of the best cards in a control deck. It heals you and can kill a large unit, usually a critical unit, such as, a Draven or an Ash. This is a great card. If you can get this off and get the target you want, you've basically stabilized. You can undo previous turns. You have changed the way the board looks. It's amazing. And you can cast this on 3 if you don't play anything on 2. What's that? A wide board? Withering Whale is here to save you. 5 fast. Deal 1 to all enemies. Heal your Nexus free. More heals can kill a lot of units, but it does need a bit of setup. You have no way of increasing the damage you deal to enemy units, so sometimes you'll want to chump block with one of your 1/1 units, or throw a vile feast at somebody without actually killing them, just so your Withering Whale will end up better. In some sadder matchups, you will have to think ahead. Even if the Withering Whale is not in your hand, you will have to act as if it were, to both confuse your opponents and to play into your top deck. Nivea used to be 7, now it's 6. It is now, well, slightly better. There is a mess. Getting an Anivia 1 turn early is a huge deal. In fact, that's why Catalyst of Aeons exists. It's not just to get to 10 and enlighten Anivia and level her up. It's just to land your big unit that can wipe a board. And here she is. 6, 2, 4, attack. Deal 1 to all enemies and the enemy nexus. Last breath, revive me, transformed into Agnivia. That wording is important. The Agnivia, which is this thing, which is this thing, counts as Anivia, which means you cannot just play another Anivia from your hand. The Anivia in your hand will still be Harsh Winds, which is also in the deck as its base form, which frostbites 2 enemies for 6 mana. At the round start, if you're enlightened, transform me back into Anivia and then level up. Amazing. It also counts at round start, so don't get too excited if you're like at 9 and Anivia dies and like, I'm gonna play Catalyst of Aeons. No, that's gonna take into effect next round. That's the ability. It deals 2 damage when they are leveled up. See? That's Anivia leveled up 3/5. Deal 2 damage to all enemies on attack and the enemy nexus as well. Last but F, revive me, transform into Agnivia. Just a great closer and one of the best things to revive, because the egg is essentially a separate being from Anivia, which means Rekindler can give you a second Anivia. If your Anivia dies and your Agnivia is still on the board and you play Rekindler, you have an Anivia and an egg. Amazing. Just wave after wave of Anivias laughing at your opponents. Ha ha ha. Everything is cold now. Wait, I wish that were the case here. Instead, my ass is a swamp. The Rekindler. 7, 4, 4. I'm not gonna make the Ice King joke. When I'm summoned, revive the strongest dead allied champion. Sometimes it'll be Ash. Sometimes it'll be Anivia. It will always be a positive experience for you. Anivia getting dropped to 6 is actually one of the best things that could have happened to Rekindler. Now you have a natural curve. Now you've thrown them off their rhythm. Oh no, they've killed Anivia. Thanks, buddy. Now I have a second one. And at turn 10, I'll have Giant Anivias, dealing 4 damage to your entire board and your face on the attack. Oh, I skipped Harsh Winds. Here's Harsh Winds. Burst. Frostbite 2 enemies. Stop big boys from punching your face. Vengeance. Fast. Kill a unit. Cost 7. Kill Sejuani before she ruins your life. Or I guess any big unit, like that 7 cost guy that's like 13. That guy is also a problem. The Harrowing. Yes! Cheap. 9. Slow. Revive the 6 strongest allies that died this game and grant them Ephemeral. Let's not talk about its more busted version before, where it could just be a win condition without any setup. Now it's a synergistic card. Now it needs you to have a pre-existing board. Or at least a board that, you know, existed at some point before the moment you played the Harrowing and you require them to have died. Which is probably why there's a Yeti version of this deck I'm thinking of. It just doesn't have as many heals, so I feel like I'm more comfortable with this setup. And you don't really need to resurrect a lot of units with the Harrowing. You just need to resurrect the correct units. Most of the time, it's Ash or Anivia. And if you resurrect a Rekindler, since the Rekindler is a summon effect, well, you also get a permanent thing. If you have room on your board to summon for the Rekindler summon, you'll also get another champion. And that's fantastic. Just throw this out there. If you're fighting Ionia, I mean, you can try to trick them or pressure them into spending a deny on something else or spending their mana, but it's really tough. If they manage to control your board, you don't have anything to pressure them with, and they can just sit there, not spending 4 mana and keeping your Harrowing at bay. So keep that in mind when playing this deck. You need to put them in a position where they need to spend mana. And how do you do that? Have a board. Keep your board alive. Keep a Rekindler in the opening hand, maybe, if you know if the other guy is playing very slowly. If you're fighting Heimerdinger, I don't know, have a stroke or something. Maybe that'll give you the win out of pity. Look, Heimerdinger is beatable. It's just very difficult if they're playing very well or have a great hand. It's not unbeatable. If you can manage to survive, time your Harsh Winds and play the Withering Whale at the correct times, killing those elusive boys, which they might not use knowing that you have Withering Whales, you might have a shot. Of course, you can just play Ruination, slow kill all units. Kill all units. You don't care. Your units will come back through Harrowing or Rekindler. Or Anivia might just come back naturally without you having to do anything. Anivia died? Well, she's back, baby, in Pog form. Look, a lot of people are going to see Ruination coming. And you can't just pass with 9 mana, because if you do that in your Shadow Isles, they will know. The plan here is to have units that you can afford to sacrifice to your dark gods so that they think that they should play into your board. Force them to commit by putting down units and then kill them all with Ruination and then bring them back with Rekindler or the Harrowing, or just let Anivia do her thing. So act like it. Don't try to trick people with Ruination. People will know. Just force them into a bad position when it comes to evade Ruination. Now, I know the intro wasn't as long as I normally make it out to be, but I am not feeling well. It is late. It is 7:02 p.m. and I should have gotten this done yesterday. But we're here, and I think I explained the deck. But if I did not explain the deck, this Control, Healy, Stolly, Revive deck, just ask questions in the comments below or in the Discord. There's a link in the description below, and I will answer them. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the deck guide. If you did, please consider subscribing here, or you're watching the video, or to twitch.tv/PatinatorTV. Every little bit helps. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the gameplay. I'm Patinator, and we can do better. Noxus again? There's Control. There's the best deck in the game. For many people. I don't know if it's actually the best deck. But that seems to be the general thought. Harsh is not as important. Harrowing is weird. Like, it's early. But we'll see. These tend to be much later. Oh, you get muted. Sure. Because you might get dropped the big unit next round. That's kind of scary. Yeah, but a little bit of damage does count. I don't want him hurting us. I mean, she's gonna die. There's no rolling around that. Oh no, a predictable button. That's totally fine. I'm happy we kept the Harrowing. If he blocks with that, that'll be very weird. So now he's gonna play the Hammer next round. That's fine. I'm never gonna kill Hamadinga. Sure. Aha! This guy first. He's not playing Hamadinga yet. If we keep our health up enough and we save this for the elusives, we should be fine on paper. These of course a concern. And I know they can kill Anivia, and I don't care. As long as they don't obliterate Anivia, we're okay. I also not sure if I want Anivia or Ashe here. Ashe is a safer attack. But Ashe is also gonna die. I'm gonna start with a Ruination. Make them spend or deny. Well, he's not gonna kill us with it too. Yeah, I don't care. Kill Ashe.
You act, but do not see.
Brittle Frost is excellent. Fortunately, she's not wounded. But they are tapped out. They do have more resources than we do. Some problems here, but that's okay. I want to say we're ahead, but I really doubt it. It's gonna 2-for-1 us. Yeah, okay. Sure, I'll fall for it. I'm sure you have something for it. But the more Vs we develop, the better we'll feel. We need to pressure the board. Then you're gonna shoot it. That's fine. Bye, egg. Shoot it. Shoot it now. Use your resources on my board, which will return. Maybe a third ruination would be interesting. Weird call, but I'll take it. A weird feeling. Like, I can pass. That's the weird thing, right? Hmm. Not a bad time for it. I mean, if you cast with Deny, that's also fine. I think we have to try to roll for this. I don't care about that dying. Good. Deny is fine. Because that's going to have one defense and we can stop it with a Brittle Steel. Oh, it's the fearsome one. I thought it was the barrier one. Sure. Vengeance is excellent. Huh. I can Vengeance this. Do I want to kill Heimerdinger? I mean, I don't know if that's correct, but I think it's fine. A lot happened in that round. The wild open attack was weird. That indicates he has no way to kill Agnivia. Good. Because he has to spend that second deny. If he doesn't, that's great. Okay, getting scary. Lots of bad things happening. All right. Big unit. Very bad. Ooh, good draw. Oh, okay. Big Nivea. If he denies, it's also okay. We know two Thermogenics is one Thermogenic is gone.
This is our time.
We do this, we can't play it. We do this, we get two Ashes and an Anivia. I think, you know what, that's fine. Open attack does not help us as much. If he denies that, he'll still be able to kill Anivia, but we have a defense in these cards.
The icy grip of death falls.
It's out of denies. Excellent. He also doesn't seem to have pinpoint destruction. Well, open with this is fine. This is not gonna contribute a lot to our to V. Sure.
I'll lead us to victory.
I think we won. Oh, that still blocks, I guess. Oh no, it can't block. It'll die. Wow, is this a good deck? Are we actually running a good deck? Because I don't know. Oh, good. We might have a shot against this one. It's aggro. Yeah, I'm okay with this. Nice, a blocker. Ah, got him. Ooh, auto pass. Classy. Alright, let's go back to... No, I don't need to play this. I also am very confused about whether or not to play our Tavern Keeper here. I am willing to do this. He has no way of buffing it. I know it wastes some life, but that's also a card I don't want to deal with later. We're really good against aggro, or at least have a real good shot against it. That's nice. Brazilian religious songs for kids, these had these lyrics. He who sins will pay, he who sins will die. That's not entirely inaccurate as a series of sentences, to be sure. Can you not? Can you not do that? I'll play one as a blocker, because we can set up a really good Withering Whale. But that's a lot of damage. That's perfect. Adolphus. It doesn't kill them, so I'm gonna wait for him to cast something. Like, I could have played this to stop the 2 damage, and that's okay. I don't even have to play it right now. Got him. I think it's greedy not to do this. Like, to try to hope the Anivia pays off. He's got 3 mana, he could still use a Noxious Throw for it. That's fine. I should have waited, I guess. Do I have a dead champ? No, I don't. I don't have an Anivia. I never played Anivia. So that's kind of game.
The spirit of winter awakens.
Because this shuts down most of their attacks.
Come closer. I don't bite.
LOR, haven't played in a few days. It's basically the same. Which is, you know, where people find a problem with it, is that it does not have depth. It is just different ways of putting damage to somebody's face. And that's okay. It's just not, you know, super exciting. It's the same thing as before. Not enough mana, unfortunately.
No one's the wiser.
I don't need to do this. 6 gives us 4 mana to play with. I think I have to pass. They might get us, just from sheer speed. So we need to block, obviously. Is this the correct one?
Brace yourselves.
He might have something. Probably direct damage. Oh, okay. So we can attack and swing in with a grasp. He's gonna bring us down to 4, I think. We need to time this correctly. I think we do need to swing in and play grasp. I need to wait for his removal. I know we don't have anything for that, but that's okay. It's better than getting shot with something later. And we have the mana for these 2. We need to hold.
The Freljord's eternal guardian.
Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, I'm also thinking about the timing for this. It's actually just sequencing now. It's hard to, like, LR is sort of hard to play in that it all feels the same again. It's like Gwent, but at least there's a combat sequence. That's the correct order. Force me to take an action first. Pre-combat, though. Okay. Alright. I didn't see that coming. shit. If I pop this, does the harrowing bring it back? That's pretty good. I guess. This might be survivable. Actually, it's probably survivable. If he doesn't have any other tricks, it should be okay. So we shut this down.
Brace yourselves. I will endure.
Yeah, that was survivable. I mean, it's a bit of a shocker to be sure, but you're not dead yet.
Remember the objectives.
What is happening? I do like that Ruination isn't an aggro deck. That's a weird universe we're living in. This still doesn't have anything to play. Yeah, I don't. That was an interesting decision.
Mine is the hand of Noxus.
6 mana, what can you do with 6? I should spend it. I think the other axe throw he had was a Darius. I need to kill this. I need to let Anivia die or something.
Such naivete.
Yeah, I'd rather have this die if he has anything. Yeah, we're really good against aggro. Yeah, okay. I don't have anything to stop that with. And open? I don't think there's any 2 cards that can kill all of it, especially since the attack sequence is happening right now! But yeah, that's the problem with Runeterra, is that it doesn't appear to have depth right now. It's just happening. Deep. Well, the last deep guy we had left, so I have no idea how to feel against this meta. Ah, that's gonna matter. This isn't gonna matter. Oh, there should be one, absolutely. I googled it and the last stand came out. Like, popular culture, not a lot of options. Like, it's commemorated in the song by Sabaton. I don't know how to fight this one. I think we need to find our Ruination and our thing. We have a lot of ways to kill big boys. Like, that's a great way to just start shredding at their units. But that plays very well into our Ice Boy. I'm not even going to play this. That's not the correct one. It does nothing. That does something.
These old eyes still see far and clear.
That makes me sad. I think I do have to slow down. I think it's a battle of the endgame. That's pretty good. I need to spend some mana. This is where the draw card would be good. The Catalyst of Ants would be good. Like, I don't necessarily want to commit to the early game anyway, so I may as well, like, I'm gonna get to 10 before you do. No, 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 no! I think we shoot this to create an opening. Because Vet's never gonna get a target. Because next round, I'm not gonna play anything. Perfect. Ish. Block that, kill that. Wait for Maokai. He's real. I want that dead. So this isn't the control variant, I assume, or they managed to mulligan away all of our control. Perfect. Six for them is like an obliterate card, and that's kind of scary.
Forever watchful.
I'm okay with the Alien movies. I'm not gonna be like I need to watch them forever, but they're also nice.
Ready the torches.
Egg. You know that's good because I don't care if he obliterates the egg. I care if he obliterates Anivia, and now there's a dead Anivia on our bank, and that's important.
In Avarosa's name. For the homestead.
I need to draw a card. The one with Magneto, young Magneto, is kind of bad. The Dark Phoenix one is a dumpster fire. Too late. You killed it. Yeah, I know you're gonna get big. Come on, just calm down. I know you're gonna get big, son. But I just need to get one harrowing into my hand, and I'll be happy. I hope he plays big boy so I can just shoot it.
These isles will be cleansed.
Can also play this to further extend our lead.
Return to us.
Fresh is worth at least twice as much.
That's fine.
Tell into him.
Weird. I'll take 7. Life doesn't matter here. What's with Lure? What did Lure do? I need to kill Maokai. If we do this, one of them will die, breaking our ruination a little bit. Imagine willingly going to the deck builder and including that card. I know, right? I think passing is correct. Yeah, okay, now I'll do it. Because 7 doesn't give him a lot to play with. We've drawn the nuts. He still has the mana to start proccing Maokai. 4? That's enough. Unfortunate, but we got our board. We got like some kill cards. No! No! Yeah, filthy boy. The one vengeance is important. Now let's see what's in our deck. I wish we knew what was in our deck. We'll take 6, that's fine. That actually is fine.
A new era begins.
Ha! Bug. No, where's our win condition? We just need to live now. What a naughty boy. I don't even need to do that. But I will. Lure? I don't know. Take 6, that's fine. That takes 6. Now that's a weird not attack. Does he have a ruination too? Because if he does, like, it's over. Because his ruin's gonna be so much better, and it's gonna be enough time for him to stall.
A wickedness reaches the horizon.
I actually think it's over already. Like, I cannot deal enough damage.
Let's soar.
You need to block. Are you kidding me? You have something. Like a grasp. Use a grasp. Anything. Because I don't have any off initiative damage. You can win this. All you need is a grasp. And honestly, playing the Kindly Tavern Keeper probably messed us up anyway. You can do it. Find a way, DP boy. You're dead. You died. I think you died. I don't know. I mean, it is on paper a good search card. I like what Tarzan did with it. He made it like a tech card to look for a specific lure card. Oh, you lived. I thought he died. Oh well. I mean, he wins sort of. No, I'll draw one next round. Draw another one. If he can't force a draw next round, we're okay. As long as I don't draw a card, we'll be fine. Time to hurt some. And I need, like, an attacker. Like, just one. But we've killed the Nautilus, which means he only has 2 ways of removing these. Hey, buddy. I thought that I was going to lose on draw, but no. Unless he makes his draw card. Then we'll lose. That's a lot of eggy boys. No, I don't need to block all of you. This is real lucky though. Alright, okay. Little problematic, but I think we're still good. Okay, I do need to block.
If it's a fight they want,
Brace yourselves.
He has no mana. Just don't draw a card. Triple bird! Attack! There is no heal. That is enough for you. Strike! Wow, last card, Build Steel. Well done. He could still do it. If he has, like, gain 6, I want to say. Still dead. We're out of here. It is a shooter card. It's just that Deep doesn't need it, I think, is the main problem. Deep just thins out its deck naturally.